All right. For those of you who are just coming in, we have a new command that you can use for chat. It's !applause. If you would like to try it out, I actually just added it 2 minutes before the stream started. Happy final day of Pride Month, everyone. I need a secondary light in here. It's too dark. Oh, I need to do streaming ping. Okay, wait, did it actually... My ping bot just did streaming ping. That's it. No other context. You're supposed to do more than just that. Whatever. I have a new... There is a new, Oh, you got Marcelo. Oh, I need to... If anyone wants to draw their character, we have, let's see... like 2 slots if you want your character to be on there, let me know. I have the template somewhere. Try !applause real quick for me. I want to see if it overlaps with itself. If not, I need to fix it. Okay, looks like it worked once. I want it to overlap with itself. Can I do that? Let me look at my settings here, because I want it to be so if like people really like something, they can do a whole bunch of applause, or you know? Yeah, there's only one of them. Settings, maybe? Allow button overlap. Yes. Okay. Allow cue? Okay, no. Alright, we'll see if that works. Okay, a bunch of people try doing applause. Oh my gosh, you got Rex! A fan favorite. Every year we have a fan favorite. I think last season was Okul. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. I like that. People can really show their appreciation for the lore that we see. What do you think? Okul was definitely a fan favorite. I cried real tears when Okul got wig snatched. Ugh, rip to Okul's hair. I think Marcelo was also fan favorite, but I think that's a given, considering that was, you know, one of the owners of the server's characters. I don't think Freya's a fan favorite in the same way, though. I think she's a fan... What's the opposite of favorite? I don't think people like her that much. I mean, they like her, but it's like... Okay, get your stuff together, huh? Alright, what's our last day? It was the 23rd. That was posted... 23rd. We got that. Okay. I'm caught up into lore sheets now. I have some news. For those who have been following me with my current job and the little bits and pieces of the drama that I have revealed, I put in my 2 weeks yesterday. And they Shut down the business. Yeah, I think I was probably the final straw that broke the camel's back there. Today's the last day that their club will be open. I will be, I'll be attending that, so I'll try to cut stream. I mean, it goes until 8, so, like, I'm not gonna stream until 8. But, I was too vital. There were a lot of things. There were a lot of things, with that business that I was not the final. I mean, I may have been the final straw. I was not any other part of the camel. Applause! That's crazy. But I'm free now, and I'm going to be streaming every day during Art Fight or July, doing Art Fight stuff, doing other games. I've heard really good things about Disco Elysium, so I'm gonna play that through. If anyone else has any games that they'd like to see me play, of course I'm gonna be streaming on the server as well. Basically, I'm gonna treat streaming like a full-time job until I can get myself a full-time job. If you have any suggestions to add stuff to the stream, they can be complicated. I can, I have the time to actually put them in now. Currently, this background scene that you're seeing right now, which was made by lovely Cece, yes, applause for that, is going to be, replaced by a few slides of different things, like how you can support the server, which, by the way, because, I mean, my previous job, it didn't pay very much, I'll say that. Played Deltarune. I actually am continuing my Deltarune run. I can play a little bit more on stream if you guys would like. I'm only on chapter 2, so I'm not very far. But I will play more. I can play Deltarune, I can play whatever. But yeah, I currently now make no money instead of very little money, so I don't like asking people, support the stream and the server and everything. But if you like the Smile SMP, you like what we do here, consider commissioning me. That way you get something in return, or you can subscribe. You don't get ads that way. Yeah, the Crane Games favorite seems to be Rex today. We gotta remember last season I was like, if you get Zinnia and Eclipse back to back, it made Z-Clips canon. It happened like one of the last days. I tried getting a job in radiology and they canceled your interview? That's rude. Radiology is really cool. I think one of my cousins works in radiology down in Southern California. Really respect people who do that. Good money too. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Forgive my cough. Also, I cut my bangs today, but the problem is when you haven't had bangs for a while and you cut them, you have kind of a bald spot. So I will not be putting them on display today. Also, for those who have not seen my background, I have the Soul Pact Union flag now. I got it custom made, and I need to iron it because it looks bad, and I don't own an iron. I also don't own a hair iron, as you can tell from my bangs. But I'm feeling very patriotic. I may have shown that last stream. I don't remember if I had it last stream. But okay, let's get into the the business here. Let me turn this down. It's a little loud. Oh yeah, I forgot. For this dear song, I have because it's called Happy at Last. Okay, why is the YouTube thing not working? Oh, it's because it's the wrong thing. I have Fran Marcello on their bench. And the song's called Happy at Last. Well, they weren't happy for long. All right. Philip Kohlberg, nicknamed Bacon. It's his favorite food. Philip was born in Naya Sverige. I'm probably mispronouncing that. New Sweden, on a family planet called Tellus 2. It's located between the outer rim and the inner rim, and it is an extension of Earth. So it's like right on right on the edge of the rim. Or rather, like the in-between of the core and the rim. He's very interested in ancient vehicles from Earth, especially ones that were made around 500 years ago. That's convenient considering it's 500 years in the future. They weren't happy for long. We have Selby, Sandwich Man. Selby was created on a planet of Vikal. Vikal is a planet with an extremely harsh environment where food is extremely scarce. The species that lives there, Jolu, are an underground dwelling species that closely resemble moles. This mole-like species built an extremely large reactor device, which they believed for some reason that the device would make perfect food. So they collected ingredients from off-world and made, honestly, an extremely vile sandwich, using pork, bread slices, melon slices, and wheat seeds. But instead of making a good sandwich, Selby was brought to life by the mysterious machine. He searches Solace frequently for more ingredients for his sandwich body, since, because he's a sandwich, he will get old very fast and needs to replace his aging food parts. How did he get to Solace? That's my question. If he's just a sandwich, how did he get here? So he's edible. Oh, don't get any ideas. Mr. Mushroom Man. He was born on the mushroom planet of Toadstool. He was originally a human, but placed a mushroom on his head as a joke. It was slightly parasitic. Still thinks it functions normally, but looks strange. He tries to make up for it by dressing nice. Sorry, I'm a little congested. Sorry, let me drink more water. What happens if you eat a sandwich in front of Selby? It's like eating a person in front of, like, a human. Like eating a human in front of someone, I assume. Don't worry, about 10 minutes from now, I'll be less congested and it won't sound like this. Subject change because I don't like stuff I was running with 4 hours of sleep making him. Here we go. Yo! Mirren. Look at this. That is a cool design. Wow. I love super unique designs. Right after he had his lovely children, he was experimented on by the Aquilin. They took away his head for humans to see what might happen, and for his lungs, they were just messing around with it. They were just messing around. They weren't even like... It was pure experimentation with no goal. Even though he had looked different, his husband still loved him no matter what. A couple years later, when the Great Anomaly took away his husband, he was heartbroken. He promised his children he will find out what happened to their father and the rest of the world. We have another character who actually has people left after the Great Anomaly. I love to see that. Also, really cool mask. Kind of reminds me of like Breath of the Wild type stuff. Made him on 4 hours of sleep. This is really cool though. Is that an apron or is that part of him? Branch lore helper. What does that mean? A single man who works 2 jobs. The Hollow Valley. It's an apron for his work. Okay, that's cool. I feel like I've heard Desolate Spear before. Is that just from your lore stuff? Alright. Oh! Technically, this is after the stream started, but just for you, I'll read it. Alice! Alice is a knight from Edrya, now searching for a new home for his church. Hey guys, old man! Not what I'm called. And now, we have the Lore Tuesday channel. This was... Yep, this is the last thing we saw on the 23rd. This one is from me and the wonderful Rex. We each wrote around half. The title is An Important Question. I don't know why Discord won't show it. Hello, Alice. CJ! He's Cam has no kids left to love. That's terrible. All right. Today had been a good day for Rex, namely because of how much digging he'd done around the main area near the resource center and tents. He'd cut down 2 hills and planted trees and flowers, helping the grass grow farther than it could before. He was thoroughly dirty, mud and soil all over his clothes and skin, which were one and the same technically, but the smile never lowered. He liked dirt, and dirt liked him. Then came the vibrations through the ground. Someone approaching? Yes, a person was coming this way. Instead of running to hide like he'd always done, he brushed himself off and turned their way, eager to greet them. "Hello, friend Trigal," he called when he was close enough to recognize her, waving his hand in an awkward way. "How are you on these very beautiful days?" "Hey, friend Rex," Trigal responded, finally coming within arm's length of him. "I'm fine, thank you. Do you have a minute to help me out with something?" Trigal looked around briefly to see if anyone was listening before turning her attention back to Rex. "Help?" Rex hummed with excitement. "I love to help. It is my favorite activity of passing time. What do you need?" "This will..." She paused, clearly searching for the right words. "This will sound really weird, but there's a creature that poses a rather large threat to all of us. I'm trying to stop it, and I think you might be the solution." Rex tilted his head to the side in a sudden, almost breakneck way, his head fully leaning on his shoulder, his big black eyes shining with curiosity. "What kind of creature, friend Trigal?" "It's from another world. It's been menacing Solace lately in the form of a human." Rex's head was suddenly upright, his eyes shifting back and forth in a nervous way. "Form of a human? Ha! That is funny. Who would do that? So silly to do that thing you just said. Ha! Aha!" He could feel his insides squirming. Thankfully, Trigal couldn't see it from the outside like this. "What is it that would do such a silly thing?" Trigal frowned, but continued. "It's a paragon of greed and violence, a demon that lives in another dimension. It's trying to force its way into our world, though. Through..." She hesitated. "Well, through me. It takes control of me every now and then, and tries to use my body as a vessel to bring it closer to our reality." Rex relaxed visibly. That was a close one. "Ah, a demon." He recovered quickly. Rex looked her up and down, looking for the demon almost. Inside, he wondered if the demon being was within Trigal was similar to human babies. However, he was catching on that this demon was not a good thing, so he'd keep his congratulations to himself. "Okay. That's where you come in. This paragon is mentioned in several fairy tales. Earthen fairy tales. That means there's information about it somewhere. Maybe information I could use against it." Did anyone get a notification from the bot? So I set up a different bot because I was sick of having to manually type like streaming ping and stuff every time. So I set up a bot in Discord that would do streaming ping. Here's what Freya is streaming. It only pinged. It just put the ping and that's it. No other information. It didn't ping you? If you haven't already, make sure you do have the streaming ping role. I believe you can get it in the self roles channel. For the streaming ping, the red one. You click on that and you'll get pinged for it every time, because sometimes Twitch isn't very consistent with that. Let me drink more water. Sorry, I'm really stuffed up today. I think I was doing a little bit of cleaning. Got a little dusty. You're crocheting for the whole stream again. Let's go. Alright. Trigal continued, unaware of Rex's thoughts. "I haven't been to Earth in a while, and I lost my copies of the stories during the crash, but I remembered you said you're from Earth. I was hoping that you might know something about the Golden Colosseum story, or maybe even have a copy?" Rex had no idea what she was talking about. He'd never been to Earth, no matter how much he claimed he had, and knew next to nothing about culture and fairy tales. He didn't even know what a fairy's tale looked like, to be frank, let alone about a Golden Colosseum. However, he tried not to let that catch on. He brought a hand to his chin, mimicking the pose of a statue he'd seen in one of Elias's photos, looking deep in thought. The sound went on for a long time, similar to a microwave. He wasn't sure what to say. He had to think of something. He couldn't just make the sound forever. "Well, that is quite the pickle jar, friend Trigal," Rex finally spoke. "I think I left all of my storybooks at home. The Not Here home. And it has been a long time since I was in Rome, Italy, to see any Colosseum. He watched her body language, hoping, praying that she'd buy it. Surely everyone has been to Rome, right? That was the only Colosseum he knew about. He'd seen it in a book Comet had lent him just the other day. Trigal cocked her head to the side and looked at him. Oh, okay. That's a shame. Well, is there anything in particular you remember about the fairy tale from when you were on Earth? Rex cursed inside his mind, trying to think of a way to get out of it. Yes, the Golden Colosseum. I have read many of fairies' tales. I think maybe too many, like the Santa Claus and the Boogieing Man, he babbled on. But I think they have all blurred together in my brains. Maybe you could find the story in Comet's library? They have many of the Earth literature. I could do the asking for you. That's a solid idea, she said, nodding thoughtfully. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll go do that. Thank you, Rex, she smiled. Rex's static smile widened. Of course, friend Trigal, he chimed, elated that his story had been good enough to buy and move on from. If you find it, let me know. I love to be of help, and if I remember anything, I will let you know too. Do you require anything else? Nope, that's it for today. I appreciate your help. Trigal started to turn backwards where she had come from. Thanks, man, she told him, and then walked off. Rex waved goodbye as she retreated. It worked. He had survived another day as human. And as a human, he must have been really good at pretending at this point. Maybe an expert. Trigal hadn't even noticed he'd grown a few inches since lunch yesterday. That cow had been delicious. Oh, no! Remember, you can use exclamation point applause. Maybe I should put that somewhere so people know. Or should it be shorter? Like, exclamation point clap. Maybe that would be better. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Maybe that'll get the congestion out. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what it is, but maybe allergies. It's a hot day. I don't know if that makes allergies worse. All right. Done with that. Let me get rid of my... There we go. Oh, I forgot to start my captions. Also, hold on. Let me go to my channel here. There should be a component. I thought it was here. Oh, here we go. Settings, translations. Okay, that's for that. Here we go. Applause. I tried getting applause to work like this. That did not work. So I'm gonna just remove that from my components because I don't need that. Okay. Back to Lore Tuesday. Lore Tuesday. From Light, first time editing audios, let's go. Warning, loud sounds in the second audio. Let's go. I love me some audio. Light's journal. I trust ellipsis, because I do trust ellipsis. Alright. Let me listen to these. I'm going to put this to the side so I can listen to it as we go.
June 6, 2498. It has been a couple of hours since I woke up from my coma. So far, Lucky, Ron, and Xenia have visited. Papa Croy has visited briefly as well, though it was only for so long. He's busy setting up Kentagram. I understand. I'll be busy setting up Ethereal for my bed soon enough. I'm tired though. There isn't much to write besides my worries. I guess I saw him although. Who or what caused the cable to crash? I have a sneaking suspicion that it had something to do with Echo. It makes sense, seeing as Solus and its people have been involved with that particular group for some time. The Cipher and Eclipse. It's obvious that group has an interest in this planet and its people. It cannot be for anything good. They've killed so many as it stands. Who's to say that this will not end up to be the same? Besides Eclipse, her reasons for being here were personal, even if her actions had hurt everyone, not just those on her list. We need to be on guard now. There's no telling what will happen next. Gods above and below, gods of many and gods of few. Please bless us here with peace. Please. I hate my last lens. I feel so useless sitting here, unable to do anything.
It's me. I'm the gods of many and few, and unfortunately this will not be a peaceful year. I'm sorry.
June 16th, 2498. 1:21 in the morning. I've been given new prosthetics by my uncle, Frailer. I've told others that he's a craftsman. It's easier than explaining that he's a god, one from Finda. I'm sure that if my dad found out about that particular fact, he wouldn't like it. Otis. Dad, he's missing. And no one had told me. Otis has been missing since the crash, and no one has told me a damn thing. God damn it all. He's my dad. Anyone could have come to me and told me that he was missing. Anyone think that maybe I wanted to hear from them rather than finding out from a goddamn piece of paper? I'm fine. I'm sorry for scaring you guys. Go rest. I'll be alright. At least Xenia was there when I broke down into tears. She comforted me, reassured me that we would go looking for Dad together. I agreed. Of course I would. That's what I've been doing since. I know Lucky is looking for people as well, so I take the time when she is gone to look for Otis, meaning I've been back to the crash site a couple times. It's hard to look at. Everything from Kentagram to MTK to the Keepers of Solus is just gone. There's nothing left. I can't even go near him. As you can see, there's lava everywhere. Curse Echo. I've done other things than that, of course. Well, Freya is back. I don't know how to feel about that. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that she is back. However, I'm not sure if I want her as her leader again. No, I'm sure I don't want her as her leader again. I can't trust her, not after everything that happened last year, not after her lack of action had gotten people hurt or killed. How do I know that she's not going to run away again at the first sign of trouble? I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I want to give Freya a chance. It's just, I can't. Not truly. And I feel so much guilt about that. I know that she is trying her best. I recognize that much. However, I can't not push away the feeling that she's going to mess up again. Then people are going to get hurt again. Maybe even killed. There's something else that worries me. Trigal. And that demon in her head. The girl is well enough, but that thing, I hate it. It took Aegir's form, my little brother's form, desecrated by that fiend. I was lucky that I kept my anger in check. Even more lucky that I managed to cut the spell off before it was able to hurt me. The Wave Seeker, Moana, and this demon of greed. Gods above, what am I getting into? I've already pissed off 3 godlike beings. No one in my family is going to like that. Dad, Croy, and Uncle Spider especially. I got my bag, and Dad's jacket. I think I'm going to wear it.
This is the season of everyone wearing loved ones' jackets.
June 22nd, 2498, 5 a.m. Lucky has an implant in her mind. She had something happen to her, and she felt like she couldn't tell me. Gods above, I feel horrible for that. She's my girlfriend, and she felt like she had to hide something so important from me because it was done by Magos. Yes, I did not like the guy, but I had my own reasons for that. He wasn't a very good boss. I don't think he even paid us after Freya told the branch leaders to do so.
Magos took the
Honestly,
money!
If it
Embezzlement.
wasn't a huge all-hands-on-deck situation, he was hardly there. I saw Adolin more than I saw him. He always came off as arrogant and selfish as well. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. However, that was my business with him. It had nothing to do with Lucky. If anything, I'm thankful that Magos had helped her. I don't know. It's eating at me. that she felt like she couldn't tell me what happened. What have I said or done to give her any indication that she shouldn't tell me something like that? June 23rd, 2498, 5:30 p.m. I saw what most would think to be Berlioz. It wasn't him. Whatever it was not my brother. It barely felt like it was him. I don't know what to do. Does this fake mean harm? Should I confront him now so it isn't an issue later on? No, I have no proof. Nothing. But now I have to observe. Gods, I have such an awful feeling about him.
Absolute cinema. This is like some of the best, like, I would say best lore, because like you have lore. Okay, all of your lore is good. I'm saying that the way this is presented is like my favorite so far. This is really good. Yeah, applause indeed. Fantastic job. All right, we have, this is your first time editing audios. This was amazing for your first time, especially. You want Scream? Let me get you Scream. Hold on. Let's listen to some Scream. Screaming in Fear. You want this one? It goes on for 6 seconds. Jeez. Alright, I'll grab that one since you guys liked it so much. Cut it off? Alright, hold on. I can add it. Give me a second. Copy. Paste. Okay. Edit triggers. Scream. Save. Save. Okay, try Scream as a command. It might be a little loud. We'll see. It goes on for so long. Okay. I need to put a delay on that. That was so funny. Stop. Stop. Okay. Settings. Can I? Okay, I guess I can't change that, but that's great. Are there any other sound effects that you would like? I clipped it. Are there any other sound effects that you would like to react to lore? Is the Keepers of Solace still a thing? Technically no, but the Solace Relief group is the like replacement for it. Okay, no scream unless you're reacting at the end of lore. Please. Dear God. Are there any other reactions you would like to have to people's if you think of it, let me know. Okay. We have You're having PTSD of an old game you used to play that had the same scream? Ominous music cue. Okay, hold on. Ominous. Okay, that goes too long. Okay, no. Okay, let's find things that are not 30 seconds long. The We'll Be Right Back from JoJo. That could be... I don't know if well, I want to go for non-copyrighted things. The Moist Critical, yeah, baby. Okay, hold on. I can go on the sound alerts here. Yeah, baby. Okay, I will add that. Channel points. Sure. Okay. I don't know if I wanted video too, but we have video now too. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, that's not... It's all the same thing. Maybe I do...
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Perfect. Okay. Your join sound effect? That's true, Myth. I don't know what it is, though. Scary. That's scary. All right, well, we'll figure that later. We gotta think with our noggins a little bit. When Marcelo demoonifies, cry noise. I don't like the sound of crying. Maybe we can find cry. I think we found our noise. What is that? What do we even name that? Cry? You now have access to cry. Well, it's not really cry. Agony? Actually, yeah, agony is way better. Hold on. Agony. It is now agony. Okay. Alright, that's... Not the scream again! Okay, moving on. I may have to remove this. An interview with an Ursat on the murder of Troy Edom, conducted by Dr. M a few days after the victim's death. Document is attached with recorded conversation to read. Let's go. I'm gonna dim this so you don't die. Alright, here we go. Listen close. Listening ears on.
Okay, I'm going to keep this quick and simple for the both of us. As much as I love to research you all, I have a gigantic, huge headache, and all this murder stuff is a lot. So, you can make this easy for us. Just answer our questions, and we'll put you back where we found you, alright? In English, preferably? I need a yes or a no for the log. Can you do that? The microphone's right there. Look, you can use my voice if you need to. I really need verbalized consent for this stuff. Yes. Perfect. Now, do you know this person? Right here. Yes. You do? Okay, so how do you know him? You saw him or... Troy. He was lost. Aha! Yes, he was. He is. He's... You know. What else do you know? He is dead. That's what I thought. I told the police that, but they insisted on all of this capturing you and putting you in a cell and trying you for answers and all this nonsense. So, did you eat him? Yes. Okay, when? 2 nights ago. He was intoxicated. Others were laughing. Were they boys? These boys, do you recognize them? Yes, them. Okay, but did you hear anything they were saying? Anything at all?
Just leave him here. If he gets like one winning questions, maybe he's got balls after all.
Damn, okay, that's... Wow, then you know, ate him after they left? Yes. Tasted bad. Waste of energy. Yeah, I can assume with that much alcohol in his system. Well, I mean, that's all the questions I have written down. That's all we really need. I hate to say it, but, we probably gotta pump your stomach. Which one? Whichever one you have him in. They want the remains for confirmation and, you know, more paperwork, but... All of them. Huh? He is in. All of them. Shit. Shit.
Wow. The voice tone that you use. Yeah, scream.
Yeah, baby!
We have two
That's what I've been waiting for.
Polar
That's what it's
opposite
all about.
reactions
Woo!
here. Two polar opposite reactions to the Ursat.
Woo!
So
yeah,
loud.
baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
I need to turn that down. It is so loud. But the voice tone that you use.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Okay, should be much quieter now. Yeah, that tone you have.
Woo! Yeah,
It's a little
baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Okay. Is haunting.
Yeah,
Everyone loves the
baby! That's
Ursat,
what I've been
wow.
waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
I'm curious. I know a lot of people. Yeah, agony. I know a lot of people like bring in. Hold on. I need to edit the sound of that. Volume. Let's do 10%. Okay. I know a lot of people who bring in their like OCs from other stuff, like their own making into the SMP. Some of them have like a lot of lore that they've created already. Is this stuff that you like already had down, or is this stuff that you're making specifically for the SMP? I assume it's like your own stuff that you've had before. Because if you're making this for the SMP, I feel like this is way higher than this SMP ever deserves. But yeah, that was haunting. Really good job. I love the end when Dr. M's like, shit. And the Ursat's like, shit. I love when, like, I don't know. I know the Ursats are not really what you would call innocent. But I love when characters like that swear or like whatever. Like my favorite thing is when Freya like says bitch, or like when she says double shit during the talk with Friedrich. You're making it up as you go? That's insane. This needs to be its own thing. You need to make like a YouTube series or something. Like this is really, really good. Fantastic. Do bring your own ARG creatures in the SMP Truffle. I would love to see it. Okay, we have bargaining. This doesn't sound good.
You can't just kill them. We told them we'd let them go after the remains were, gotten out.
You told it as we told you.
So you're just lying to me. After all I've done for this company, you lie to my face so that I can lie to them?
It, Dr. Monroe. And yes, if we had told you the truth of the matter, you wouldn't have assisted in our investigation. You treat these things like they're people. They're not.
They aren't people, but they can become us. Do you not understand how intelligent they are? They can learn languages in hours. Anything. They can understand it.
They live like animals, hunt like animals, and when they kill and eat a human, we treat it like an animal and put it down. If a shark attacks a person, we kill it. If a dog attacks a human,
It's not a shark. It's not a dog. It's capable of communication and thought and so much more.
You're delusional.
Okay. Listen, when I was a young woman, right?
You're
so
again with the story.
I went hiking through those woods, the Delsair Woods. I found one of those. It was just a spawn, trapped in like the bear traps, right? And I freed it. And what did it do? It thanked me. It said, "Thank you, Flores." How it introduced itself. It said, "Oh, my name's Rex." And then what? It left me alone. It didn't attack me. It could have attacked me, eaten me, just like any other animal, but it didn't. Has a wild animal ever thanked you before, Uriel? Has it?
No.
That's why I study them. They're primitive, yes, but they're so smart. You can't just kill it. You just can't.
Then what do you propose we do? Charge it with murder? You can't be serious. We have no sovereignty over the valley, if you'd like to call it that. They don't have rights. They're not taxpayers. They are not people.
Well, what if you let it stay with me? I mean, like, in the company's custody. We can learn more about it, or put research to good use, and everyone will know more about them. Like, how they work and how they think. It doesn't get released, but it's being useful. Think of it like a jail or a prison, or like, serving a sentence.
The family of that boy won't be very pleased.
Tell them it's dead, then.
So you're doing the lying now.
It's not back in the wild. It's not gonna hurt anyone else. It might as well be dead.
You're insane.
That isn't a no.
I don't share your opinion, but right.
Yes.
I'll speak to the higher ups.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If that thing gets out,
Yes.
you're done.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Good.
Oh, it's Elias. Hello? Hi, baby. It's been a while since you called. Oh, I miss you. How are you? Oh, your father's here too. Say hi, you.
Hello, Elias.
I was muted. I'm muted. I said, holy lore drop. Yeah, scream. I'm screaming. So not only up here do we get the reveal that Rex is the Ursot that Dr. M found in the woods back in the day when she was a young woman, right? Ages ago.
Yeah, baby.
And Rex thanked her. She saved him, and he thanked her. Rex, the one who ends up eating her son. But then this character, Mr. Uriel, who, you know, we assume this is like some manager or something. No. Elias's father. Actually insane. I'm showing this to Virgil. He hasn't read any of the lore. He's looking at this tonight. He's watching this. We're going through all of this. This is some of the best stuff that like my favorite that we've seen. Holy lore drop. And we have more. Ursot introductory tape. What is an Ursot? Let me... Hold on. There we go. Let me do this and this.
Hello, and welcome to your introductory tape into Zorid 12's Ursot Intelligence Department. It is here in the ID that we study the mysterious alien race known as Ursots. But first, you must be asking, what is an Ursot? An Ursot is a highly intelligent creature that learns solely from environmental and verbal stimuli in order to hunt prey. Once enough information is learned, an Ursot can mimic its target nearly perfectly, then strikes when its guard is down. Though the likelihood of being attacked by an Ursot is roughly 0.1%, it is our duty to research and inform the public of the dangers they bring to Zorid 12, as we are the only known planet with an Ursot population. An average Ursot in its adult phase is roughly 3 to 4 meters long and 150 kilograms. Their body is made completely up of muscle and organs, with no bones. This makes the Ursa extremely flexible and malleable in order to fit in narrow channels and tunnels like the ones they dig in the ground. An Ursa can be recognized from its large black eyes, sharp teeth, extendable tendrils, and retractable claws. Its body has the texture of wet raw meat, with no skin and a shiny coating of mucus to keep itself moisturized, or caked in a thick layer of dirt to protect itself from the sun's rays. It has, due to its sensitivity to the sunny and bright lights, that it prefers to do its hunting at night. When visibility is low and its prey is more easily confused.
Oh god.
Turn this off. This is not funny.
What?
Turn it off.
What's wrong?
Those are my children.
Were.
Excuse me?
They were your children.
You have no right!
I have so many theories. I have so many theories. I will keep my mouth shut for now, but I have so many theories. What awesome lore. Like I said, the SMP does not deserve peak like this. Insane. If you never ever need anything from me or the staff, let us know. We're here for you. Yeah. Feather says, I think Rex killed them by mistake, perhaps because it was night when they were hunting or something. I also did the voice. Yeah, I can... Like, your voice acting is so good. Like, I can tell... you said before that you do all the voice acting yourself. I assume that, Mr. Uriel is someone else. Awesome. They did an awesome job, whoever that was. But... really phenomenal voice acting. You really have like a, because some people when they do voice acting, myself included, I'm not very good at it. You can they struggle to like have different inflection and diction with different characters, and it makes it hard to tell them apart. But you do a really good job. You have everyone nailed down. Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we have from Zinnia. Actually, Virgil messaged me. Let me see what Virgil messaged me real quick, because he just got off work. Okay. A smile that burns. Oh, this is so sad. This is all of the peacekeepers. We have Mira down here. We have... Okay, wait, that's Cam. And that's Common, that's Waters. Who is this? Because this is Zinnia. There's 5 peacekeepers. Who's this? Is that Light? She's sideways because she has no legs? Wow. Well, I'm kidding. If you read Rex's original lore doc, Elias died in a ship accident. Yeah. Yeah, Rex did not eat him. And then there's Freya over here with freaking button eyes. You can't even see it. Hold on. She's over there with freaky eyes. And then we got Zinnia. Zinnia standing out with a lantern. Waters is still missing. Everything... This is the wrong music for this. It's too bouncy. We need something... Okay, also too bouncy. This works. Everything has gotten really bad. I'm so weak. All of the flowers. Cough. Ugh. I must be catching a cold. Get it together, Zinnia. At least the stars are as pretty as ever. Oh, the moon. Oh, the moon. I gotta put up more posters. And then check on light. And then write out a letter for Bob. And then... Ugh, I'm already tired. By the way, how long are you going to stand there for? Mom. We need a sound specifically for how I feel about Dr. Stephanie. I don't think there's a sound that accurately describes. Yeah, the mother reveal that was teased at the end of season animation. The pink flowers are very interesting to me, because, okay, if we look at the colors throughout all this, right, this is a full art thing, so there's that. But there's, like, the red flowers. Red. Maybe representing the fire. And then there's pink. Pink petals, flowers. Pink. Does she also have weird flower powers? Or is it pink her color? Or is that from a tree coming down separate? Is she actually there? Or is Zinnia hallucinating her? Who knows? Big beetle, broken beetle. Find small trees for wood, go fishing, get home. Find small trees for wood, go fishing, go home. Find small... Ooh, big roots. With a big jump, their hands clamped around the twisted roots of a mangrove tree, their hooves kicking off wet mud from the soles once they pulled themselves up onto their knees. The wood groaned beneath their weight. A few smaller roots snapped as they rose to stand, their hands sticking out just slightly to keep their balance. Climbing trees like this was something they had grown to enjoy. Sure, it did sprout from chasing some certain box heads around in the leaves, but they got used to doing it and grew to like it. These forests weren't the same as Kindlegrim's in Era 6. No, these ones were darker, but somehow had more life. The moss didn't wither, the vines didn't drain energy. The mangroves reminded Kron more of their tree, the red willow. It's partly why they chose the spot where Kindlegrim is now settled with Croy. That and because of the small coral reef. There's so many pretty fish. They jumped over to another root sticking out of the ground, their foot almost slipping, but they managed to grab hold of a vine above them before they could. They slid down the slimy tree appendage, landing in a wobbling crouch, their hooves sinking into the bog. They grunted as they stood, lifting up one leg to take a look, their hands posed on their hips. One thing they certainly didn't enjoy about this new area was how messy it was. Sand and wet mud took forever to wash and comb out of their fur. They paused. Something stood out among the boggy ground, a bit of light peeking through the gaps in the leaves above reflecting off of it. With a cocked head and squinted eyes, they slowly began to approach, their steps slightly exaggerated to accommodate for their weight sinking into the muddy floor. Their mind whirred with wonders on what this could be. Maybe it was a lost trinket that they could show to their father, or maybe a shiny rock to give to someone, like Light or Freya. Aw, Kron would think of giving a shiny rock to Freya. Freya would make an even shinier rock to give to Kron. And soon enough, they were leaning down to clear the mud, flicking their fingers out to the side occasionally at the feel of the cold texture against their skin. Rustic yellow soon became visible, followed by black patterns and small joints sticking out of the sides, almost like legs. A beetle. This was one of the doctor's beetles in the hospital that were running around. How did it end up here? Was the doctor here before and it got stuck? Kron leaned their weight on their knees with a small huff, sitting within the silence that felt a little heavier than it should have been. Kron's ears perked beneath their hood out of instinct, even as they reached down to scoop up the scarab from the mud. And that's how they picked up a faint scuffle nearby. They snapped their head over to where the sound had come from, rising to their feet slowly. Their gaze traced the tree lines, the leaves that dangled around them, the roots that wove upwards around the trunks and dove into the ground. They backtracked quickly. A movement made them squint harder to try to make it out. Their hand had just drifted to the bow on the bow. Sorry, I'm thinking about ships. On their hip when the movement came again, and the shape of what was there became clearer. It looked like the shape of a person, but bulkier. The proportions were off. Step away from the damaged unit. What was once the color of bark had gone metallic. Steel and bronze-looking metals made up its form. Its head made up a skeletal shape with a singular glowing orange eye in the center. Its voice sounds like somebody gasping for last bits of oxygen. Oh, I said that. I spoke it wrong, though. Sorry. I'll gasp more next time. Kron's fingers wrapped around their bow, but it didn't draw it yet, trying to process its voice and words. Their heart thumped in their ears, earning a discomforted twitch, despite the tremor of fear, but they hesitated from moving away like the creature asked. Why? They questioned with a small tilted head, briefly glancing back at the broken scarab, as if expecting it to start skittering about or just disappear like a spider on a wall. They adjusted their stance and tried to straighten up, their head up like Croy would do sometimes. Okay, this is Kron. The unit doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the doctor. What do you want with it? Knowledge. Repairs. Their safety. To find him. He is missing. They may know. Are you done with your questions? It had come from its hiding place and stood in front of Kron. Kron's attention returned upwards to the character, their shoulders bunching just slightly when it came closer. The thought of the doctor, Magos, being missing was odd. Why was this creature looking for him? And through his metallic bug helpers no less. Even as questions weighed about in their mind, they could pick up that this creature wanted to carry on with its mission. So, carefully, Kron crouched down and scooped the broken scarab into their hands, being mindful of its legs. Here. They held out the scarab in their cupped hands, mud dripping between their fingers. The texture repulsed them, but they sucked it up, keeping their hands from shifting. I can keep eye out too, if you want, for both Doctor and the beater for the scarabs. That would be appreciated. Its long claw-like fingers would gently take hold of the scarab, being careful not to scratch its frame. You can continue on your journey for fish and small trees now. With that, it would disappear back into the woods, the bird's song returning once it was out of sight. Kron stared where the creature had been then to where it had gone, flicking the mud from their palms quickly upon hearing the birds. They wondered for a brief moment how the metallic person even knew what they were going to do before coming across the scarab. Was it watching them come in? Why does this planet have so many people watchers? With a small breath, they changed their course of direction slightly and carried on, taking out their comms device on the way. They'll need to tell Croy about this, just in case. Kron's trying to be like their dad. Ah! Arrow's memory from... Oh, wow. I have so many DMs. Hold on. Okay. Arrow's memory from 2 weeks before a mass disappearance on a planet Pandemonium. Cursing and mentions a murder. Let me do this, and this, and this, and this.
Is the seat open?
Yeah.
Perfect.
What What do you want?
Can't I visit and see a friend?
You're a friend.
Come on. Don't make me threaten you.
You're welcome to it, but normally ask me for something.
What? No. Yeah, okay. Just a silly little question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just me or I saw like a thing in the corner? Hold on.
To it, but normally ask me for something.
What? No. Yeah, okay. Just a silly little
Oh, it just says saving world.
question.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
What's that thing in the sky?
I don't fucking know. Stars?
No. The biggest shiny one.
The fuck do I look like? An astrologist?
Dude, will you just look out the damn window?
I'm not gonna know whatever it is, a star or planet. I don't know. Maybe proof that there's some other life out there that can save me from this godforsaken planet.
Window, please.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, what the fuck is that?
Thank you, finally. Jeez.
Arrow, did you do something?
Huh?
Like with your freak magic powers? Or did you launch something into space?
Dude.
That is not some star. Or a planet. What is that?
I came to ask you about that. You know a lot about space and stuff.
For the last time, I don't know anything about space. I get that I have a star for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Star freckles.
Mm-hmm.
Stars on my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, I get why you think so, but I was just born like this, and I like it. I dress like I like it, and it's just shapes, not astrology.
Yeah, okay, back to the star.
There's no way that's a star.
Is star word of the day?
What?
Nothing. What do you think it is?
Well, I know that it's not a star, so not a planet either.
Yeah, but why though?
The gravity on our planet would change, day cycles would get messed up. Wait, I know that look.
What look?
You know something I don't.
I don't know what you're on about.
Well, fine. I won't tell you more until you tell me. What the fuck?
You first.
Are you scooting further away from me? What in the anime?
Tell me what you
What
know.
in the anime?
Fine, you fucking child. There's no way that thing is natural. If it was there before, it would have changed everything we know. Seeing how close it is, it's just not possible. And I never saw it before. Now your turn. Tell me, please.
And you say you don't know anything about space.
Shut up, tell me.
Yeah, okay. That star appeared the same day everyone disappeared, like 2 weeks ago?
And you're sure about that?
Yeah, I stare at the stars with Andy every Wednesday around 11.
What if I was right earlier? What if there are aliens? Oh my god, what if everybody was taken? Wait, that'd be a good thing. Why did they take me?
Bro, I'm right here. I know I'm not that good at a ruler, but like, damn, ouch.
You kill and torture people.
So what? Better than the last ruler that I kind of killed.
Still. Anyways, the thing, or chip, I guess.
What you thinking?
What if you go and check it out?
I hate it.
Hear me out.
No.
What if they want to overrule or kill you? Well, I would love that. I'm sure you wouldn't, and a surprise attack could work really well. They could be planning on destroying Pandemonium.
Yeah, I get it. Save y'all, kill them first. And how can I get there? I can get into orbit, yeah, but it's still too far for me.
Damn, do I wish I left too.
How?
I guess I have an engineering friend. Just hope they didn't leave too.
A ship to outer space, huh?
Ooh, is this how they got to Solace? Oh, bloopers.
Oh, I almost laughed so hard at the animation.
No, me too. I was dying. Internally, I was fucking dying. I was trying so hard. What in the anime?
What in the anime?
The first and I was just like, fuck.
No, as soon as you went, I was like, oh hell no. What the fuck?
This is perfect.
Yeah. That was way easier than we made it seem like.
That's easier than we made it seem like is funny. Somehow you make things look really hard to do. Alright, the surgery from Atlas. Gore, cussing, implied live dissection, brainwashing, and violence. Viewers desegregation advised. Advised. Oh, let me turn my music back on. What? This is not- What? This is not part of the playlist. What are you doing? This is not I don't want slow Deltarune music. Hold on. Back to my channel. No. Releases. Do this one. Okay. They forced me into the hospital room. I could tell it was a hospital because of all the medical supplies and the big-ass doctors standing near the operating table. They had me in handcuffs and gagged, not because they wanted to shut me up, which I guess they did, but because I kept trying to bite them to escape. My wing was also bonded together by rope. I got a good look at the doctor before they put me on the table. That same damn golden mask that all those hypocritical Luminous Order freaks wear. Uh-oh! They strapped me down at the table as they started to gather all their tools and equipment. I have no idea what for, maybe to finally shut me up to show all the other mentally sane people, or as they call us, the non-believers, that we should be put in our place. This does not bode well for Solace! This does not bode well for Solace, no. A young woman, I presumed was a nurse, took off my gagging to let me get a few words out. Where am I, you crazy religious freaks? I'd yell, but no one responded until around 5 seconds afterwards. Prep the clamps and strap it down. This one will make a great addition to the Empire. The older man spoke to another doctor. Strap me down! I spoke up again before they shoved my head down into the table and strapped me in before gagging me again. It lasted 12 hours. They replaced my legs, they took my wings, the wings I used to fly to see my family, to get around, my family's pride and joy of having someone carry on the true Adrian tradition and spirit. Gone. Which is funny. Why am I remembering this? My memory of this is supposed to be gone. He's waking up, prep the general, a voice said, though I was too disoriented to notice. I was awoken by a sharp pain in my back. Where am I? I spoke out. My voice feels like a stranger in my own body. Why do I feel so different? I mean, I was always like this, but why do I have this feeling I'm a different person? I chuckled, though it wasn't my voice. I didn't find that funny at all. It was more of a stupid joke than anything. I wouldn't even have called it a joke. Welcome to the Order, Atlas, an older voice spoke up. She was wearing that same damn mask. Oh, General Azula! Azula! From the Fire Nation! Sorry. Wonderful to see you. Why am I so happy to see this woman? What is going on? I'm glad you've joined the Empire. You will make a great difference in our lives. Azula spoke more like a mother than any commanding officer. I'm glad I've finally come to my senses about the Order. I will start my mission right away, spreading the word of the light. This is stupid. I wouldn't say that. This isn't me. My body, or whatever I am now, stepped out of the pod, and they kept my body in while I was making a recovery. Thousands upon thousands of pods filled with people, if you would call them that anymore. Memory lost. Yeah, that does not bode well for Solace at all. That does not bode well for Solace at all. So much for it not being a cult. Dude, when I had Freya go up and be like, are you guys a cult? And they're just like, no. And Freya's like, good, I believe you. Awesome. She's still so gullible. Naive. You should join the Luminous Order? No. See, Okul just wanted power. Maybe these people do also want power, but they also want to, like, turn people into, like, not clones, like, different versions of who they are. Very interesting. Scary. A deal with a devil.
Echo. Group of people, Club Sapphire Hunter Omen, Mangle, placing on life clones.
This is not my portal.
4 people.
Is
killing.
on the beach.
More killing. Other kinds of killing. Oh, here we go. Green anomaly.
Space.
The green anomaly is the event that caused 90% of the population to disappear. Oh. Oh. Who the hell is this person?
Hi.
What are you doing at my beach?
Fuck!
Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally came through your nether portal. I just wanted to introduce myself before anything got crossed.
At my beach?
Yes.
Where I live? You came
I
out
can
of
see your
nowhere and
house.
you're trespassing on my property?
Oh, I'm so sorry, but
And you didn't even introduce
nice.
yourself. I don't even know who you are.
Oh, I'm Atlas from the Luminous Order.
What, is that like a church?
Oh yeah, we accept everybody there.
And you're just like a knight?
Yeah.
Sure, buddy.
Oh well, I like your house. Very nice. I like the colors.
Thank you.
Very nice umbrella, and
Thank you.
I guess that would you would call that a seat.
Damn.
It's a beach chair.
It's a beach chair. That's what people call it. Right. Okay. I guess I should be going. Let's see. Got
Nah,
any
it's
questions
whatever.
about?
I'm lonely anyways. This
Oh.
book's getting boring.
The awkward
Oh,
silence
what's
is
your
killing
name?
me.
I forgot to ask.
Oh, some people call me Arrow, some people call me Arrows. Doesn't really
Which
matter.
one do you prefer?
Arrow.
Arrow.
I don't have a church, so I can't really say I'm part of an order or...
Oh, but if you don't have church, you want to come by my church?
You know what? Sure. Let's go.
Oh, of course. Don don.
Is it far? I don't like to walk far.
Oh no, it's not that far. Don't worry. It's just through the nether, all the way around.
One eternity later.
Well, this is the church. Sorry about the whole. We are just now starting, so it's a little bit empty.
It's pretty alright.
Oh god, it's so over.
Oh, how do you feel about it?
It's smaller than I expected.
Oh yeah, we're just now starting out, but we're going to expand. We're going to set up churches, more churches, schools, food banks.
Schools?
Yeah.
There's children here?
We're just here. Oh yeah, we're just here to help the community.
How do people get into spaceships and get launched here in Solus as children?
Oh no, we were on recon pods to come down to Solus, spread the word of the light. This was planned.
Oh. So you're not travelers.
No.
I just imagine you guys coming here and was like, we're building a church now.
No, we're what people would call missionaries.
Oh. That's what this is.
Arrow, get out of there!
But, we just want to help everybody in the community. They don't have to join the church if they don't want to, but the option is there. We supply more food for everybody. If you're even not part of the church, we'll give you food, water, supplies, bedding, housing. all that good stuff for necessary living.
At least you're doing charity.
You said you were a part of the organization, right?
Not anymore.
Or not anymore? Do
Yeah,
you mind if I
for
ask
now.
what happened with it, or is that too personal?
I don't really care. So there's my place, Pandemonium, my planet. Guy was king there, but king no good. So I was like, why not? And killed him.
Oh.
So now I'm the king, but then this other guy was like, you should go check out that star, just in case, because you know, giant star came out of nowhere, very bright.
Oh, very bright. Yes.
Music is ominous.
People disappeared.
Oh. Yeah, that happened. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did I forget about that? Never mind.
So that happened, and then the guy was like, you should go check out that, just in case they're all there. They're not there. I'm here. They're not.
Was it a trap? Was it a trap?
No, it's called Solus.
Oh. Oh, this is the giant star. Oh.
This is the star.
I didn't get that context.
No, you did not.
I did not. But it's okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here, so I can't really be a king at this place.
I mean, I can't because of the democracy. But,
That too. Well, nah, never mind.
No, you can speak your mind.
I would. But I'm gonna treat this place like a vacation. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like ruling this place. Plus, there's like people called Lumerians here, and there's no way. And yeah, like I can go.
I've heard about them.
Lumerians.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because I can't anymore. Whatever. So. What kind of god do you serve?
Oh, we worship the god of light.
Light.
Yes.
Like all light, sunlight.
All light, all light. Sunlight, natural light, artificial light.
Enlightenment.
Just like Marcella
Enlightenment,
worshipped the god
too.
of fluorescent lights.
He brings us peace and good fortune. We will serve
Enlightenment
the community with that.
Do you say thank God every time you have a light bulb in your head?
No, that'd be funny.
No? Okay.
No, but it's funny. But
yeah.
If you ever want to come by the church, you can. If you have any questions you need to ask, you can now too.
Nah, I'm okay. I don't really go to churches.
I mean, you don't have to go to church just to be at the church and talk to people.
Nor do I do jobs.
You don't have to do jobs. You can just hang out here.
Like I said, I'm like on vacation, so.
Ah.
So, like, let's give me an idea.
What's your idea?
Let's say you do need something in the future. I may or may not be able to help you. Under some conditions.
Say I do need something done. What are your conditions?
A favor. A future favor that I can call at any moment.
Deal.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, as long as I don't have to kill somebody or kill myself, I'm fine with it.
There's
I mean, the
more.
killing somebody... somebody, I'm fine with killing somebody, but still, not
One more
myself.
arrangement.
Yeah.
If this favor is for you and you alone, then yeah, sure, this favor could be for you. But if this arrangement is for your church, and I am doing something for your church, then I want the church to do something for me. Not just you. So you may
The
have
church
to
will
talk to
do
your
something.
speaker.
Yeah, I will need to get the priestess involved.
Well then.
Though I do say it is a deal. We need this quite now. Well, recently. It's been an order I was given. We need somebody
Very
in the
tense
Navy.
conversation, despite it being kind of slow. It scares me.
The Soul Pack Navy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know about it.
We need a spy.
Do you not trust them?
It's not that we don't trust them as much as we want to keep a tab on them.
No. I see. So you want me to join a military group?
Or you can, if you know somebody who's interested, send the message along.
I do have ideas, and I do have ideas for myself. We may have a deal.
Oh, the music!
I'm glad to be working with you.
It was nice to meet you, Alice. But I think I have
It's
some
nice to meet
things
you. Alright, go deal with them. I will always be here at the church if you need me.
I don't think anyone's
I've
gonna like
killed one
this.
leader, I can kill another. Don't make me do it again.
It is getting really
He
spooky.
said I'm the leader.
I wasn't talking about you.
Alright. Have fun.
I want Freya to eat this section of Solace.
Are you ready, Mr. Krabs?
Aye, Captain!
Are y'all ready, kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo.
This is a pineapple under the sea.
Ice cream, please.
It's yellow and board the sea.
Alright, I love bloopers,
I recorded
but
this. It's
I
going
need
back
this stream to be as quick as possible.
Okay. I know I'm in
Oh, not the network protocol
error. Let's
I
go.
Is it still happening? Is network protocol error still happening to people? I hope not. Alright, moving on. We have more CJ lore. Lore with John Angler connected through mentions. We went out to grab more wood. I will tell you when I'm going back. Love you. Love you too, Kron. Keep me updated. Croy returned his comms device to his chest with a small breath, replacing its spot in his hand with his hammer, feeling it shift into a chisel. As much as he appreciated the heads up, he would have preferred Kron told him to his face when they were leaving. After what had occurred with that Maunder bloke, along with the Lumeran Freya's return, Croy's nerves haven't settled much. The need to get his faction build, to get defenses finalized and rules hammered down was weighing on him even more than before. Another Lumeran, echo floating around the planet somewhere, that could be on the planet as they speak, hearing everything in real time. Someone cleared their throat behind him, pulling him back to attention to face one of his lookouts, an Anathi called Lu. Oh my god, someone has an Anathi in their lore. Someone has an Anathi that isn't one that's already established in their lore. Let's go. Sir, there's someone approaching the faction that isn't a member. Croy turned his body, his gaze drifting to the figure instantly. Seemingly a man, the figure wore a fisherman's hat with a trident strapped across his back, his hands in the pockets of his coat. His walk was slow, his head focused upwards on the finished sandstone pedal that towered over the space. I will speak with them. I will ping you if there's an issue, Croy responded, giving Lou a brief nod, to which they returned much more firmly. They were a soldier before coming to Solace, after all, so they took their role quite seriously. And again, it is just Croy. You do not need to be formal, Lou. With that brief reminder and a mumbled response he didn't quite pick up, the ghost began to travel across the area towards the stranger, being sure to become visible a good bit before getting too close. He didn't want to scare the person. Y'all remember the Anathi I made as an NPC? I think his name was Larry or Gary? I don't remember Larry Gary. Hey there! Croy gave a small wave once the person had spotted him, slowing his pace to stop a few feet away. He took a second to confirm this person could actually hear and see him this time before continuing, his hands resting on his hips. You know, when you, wave to someone and you think they're waving at you, but they're actually waving to someone behind you? I feel like that's happened to Croy a lot. Is there something I can help you with? Hello, I was just exploring, the stranger responded, the accent that accompanied his voice sounding similar to what you'd think a stereotypical pirate would sound like in stories, but with a bit more of a formal twinge. The man adjusted his stance while remaining fairly relaxed, which allowed Croy to get a better look at him, noting the eye patch covering his right eye. A dim green glow emanated from the edges where the eye was covered. Who and what might you be? The question of what Croy was didn't come off as rude as someone might think. It was spoken fairly politely, as polite as the question could come off as. Either way, Croy didn't mind. My name is Croy Forgemail, and I am a ghost. This is my faction, the Fortress of Kindlegrim. Croy gestured back with his hand to his land, a small smile coming to his face, even if it wasn't the most visible. He returned his attention to the man, outstretching his hand for a handshake. May I ask who you are? Croy heard the man hum, seeming to be taking in the information he was given. His arm had lifted to shade his eyes from the sun as he took in the area. Ah, yes, Kindlegrim. I remember reading the report sent out about the faction after the Cabo crash. The man's arm lowered into the offered hand of the ghost, giving a firm handshake in return as he continued to speak. My name is John Engler. I am the leader of the OAR, the Office of Anomaly Research. I'm an immortal. John Engler. Croy recognized the name. He remembered a brief missing poster with the name, along with mentions of it from Judge Mira and Kron. Of course, his son butchered the name, so the ghost was never entirely sure if it was the same person. His faction, the OR, Croy remembered the faction name from being marked on seats in the faction meeting room last era. However, he wasn't sure exactly what they were at the time. He never really had the chance to read into it. But having the full name now, it sums it up well enough. When both leaders retracted their hands from the handshake, Croy was just about to say something, to ask if John needed anything else for his travels. But John got there first. Might I ask, where were you? Were you at the Winter Ball in December? Croy's previous question died in his throat. He faltered just slightly before catching himself, his hand rubbing the back of his neck, as if an ache under the non-existent skin had reminded him of something. Ah, yes, I was. Terrible thing it turned into. Croy managed, recalling the recent conversation he had with Sam about the whole thing. Hold on, I need to turn down the music for myself. The things that both of them went through that night made what the ghost responded with appear like a massive understatement in comparison. I assume you were also present. Were you all right after it? The wording of his question wasn't the best. His tone didn't make it better, coming out a bit more awkward than he intended. But continuing the conversation with a stranger no less was a little hard. A brief silence passed, John shifting his own stance and taking a slightly heavy breath. It seemed like this was also a heavy topic for him. I must admit, my injuries were grave from the collapsing ceiling and debris. A piece managed to wedge through my chest and damaged my heart. His hand pressed over his chest where his heart most likely was. It made Croy give a quick glance to it, as if he expected to see a chunk of stone beneath his hand, maybe signs of pain. A hint of dread balled up in his throat. But when he was met with none, his attention moved back to John's face as the man continued. However, I got somewhere safe and got the care I needed. I'm glad to say I've recovered my health and strength I lost years ago now. Croy's shoulders visibly slumped down in relief, his ears giving a small twitch as if to shoo off the tension that had built up in the translucent fur. He was glad that John had healed and he was doing well even after such a thing. He knew he was immortal, but in what specific sense he didn't know. He could be immortal from dying of age rather than immortal from dying of regular life-threatening injury. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad that you are healed. He trailed off, catching himself on a thought he felt partially obligated to follow through on. I was also fairly injured due to the ball. I was helping keep debris from falling on people and I grew weak, but I managed to recover after a long while. Krufik helped me. She allowed me to take shelter in Frostfire during my recovery. Croy took note of John's expression shifting as he spoke. eyebrows furrowing a little, his eye widening just slightly before it relaxed back into the calm expression he wore before. What Croy said wasn't a lie, it was just overly simplified. He wasn't about to give an explanation that deep on what had occurred. You know Krufik. John's statement brought some memory back to the ghost. John would know Krufik also. Of course he would. He's the one who found her after she was shot near the beginning of the previous era. He was the one who saved her. How is she? Virgil's home! I'm muted! I'm muted! Oh my god. Okay, I gotta go back. Why does everyone keep clipping me when I say Virgil's home? I haven't seen her as of recent, not since my last visit to her when she was hospitalized. I do not believe I have, no. The last time I saw her was at the end of Era 6. Not since Croy found Oigel's dead body in Frostfire Forest. Not since before they all found Marcello dead. A familiar bitter bile crawled up in the ghost's throat, but with a quick swallow he got back on track. If you like, I'm willing to go visit her with you. I'm sure she's well. Mars would make sure of it. John appeared to smile at this, his hand reaching into a pocket on the inside of his coat, causing some of the other items stored in his other pockets to jingle and shift. Croy caught sight of a few bobbers used for fishing in the opposite pocket he was reaching into. I'll take you up on that offer someday soon. As he retrieved a pencil and a piece of paper, which unfolded to reveal a map, Croy cocked his head slightly. He watched as John traced his free hand over the expanse of the yellowish paper before writing something down. Due to the sun shining as bright as ever, Croy was just about able to make out what he had written through the back of the map. Kindlegrim. It was nice to meet you, Croy Forgemail. I need to carry on with my exploring now, however. John tipped his hat as a way to say goodbye, taking a few steps back. Thank you for your kindness. I hope to see you again for another conversation. Likewise. I wish you luck with your explorations. Croy gave a small nod and smile as John turned and continued on his way, Croy soon doing the same thing and returning to Faction Land, pleased with the new conversation. His comms device gave a ping noise as he returned to where he was before, making him take it out from his chest. It was from Kron. A big beetle in the swamp? A big beetle in the swamp. We have a frog video. Let's go. Let me pause. Let me pause music. The new intro is so great. Not really much has happened this week. It's been fairly peaceful. Some news from the people in the Solpak Navy. We have doctors that have arrived in addition to the ones that were on ships, and the hospital is currently beginning construction, so that will be opening soon, with doctors that will be able to stay here permanently instead of being whisked away to other business. We also have a psychiatry department being opened up. Various types of therapy. I'm sure we all need it. A reminder that the Navy also... Various types of therapy. I'm sure we all need it. Is that the wall? Is that the wall? You're insane for that. A reminder that the Navy also has pre-built structures available for anyone who needs it. If you need housing or storage or anything like that, greenhouses, they can be built sometimes within just a few hours if needed. So you can always contact them. Nothing from me. Keep donating to the resource center. It really helps a lot. I appreciate everyone who's been helping. I know Rex has been doing a lot of work as well. It's great to see the community work together. As always, you all are great. If anyone has anything to announce or talk about, you are free to come up here. Okay, camera movement.
Hello, some of you might know me. I'm Atlas. We are part of the Luminous Order. I just wanted to announce our church is now opening. We will be supplying food, housing, schooling, all that for the people of Solus. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
There have been a lot of cults in the past of Solace, and I'm wondering if you're a cult.
Oh no, we are not a cult. Don't worry. We just want to help the people of Solus. That's a really cool thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Rex. Nice to see you again.
Very good to see you. What's my... Oh, yes. For those who don't know what a church is, you should say it.
Oh, of course. A church is where people can go to worship a god or gods, goddesses. It's a place of community and where you can get free resources most of the time.
I see. Okay, that was my only question.
Rex, don't join the cult!
Okay.
Don't do it!
If anybody's interested in joining, you can talk to me or High Priestess Stolen. That is all.
Hello, I am now on the stage. Okay, as Freya mentioned earlier, I helped make around here look a little bit nicer, and if anybody wants help with something looking nicer, I am your person, human friend. I can plant trees and help grass grow and take down giant hills, because I'm good at digging, like a normal person is. That is all. I love to help. Okay, goodbye.
Hello everybody, I'm Mira. Some people may know me. Last era, I was a member and helped lead the planet, but now is allowed the responsibility to go to the Saltback Union. Well, in turn of that, I have started a faction, so if you ever need any resources like security, stuff like that, technology, my faction is trying to get people to join so we can build a safe area with high defense, considering the recent events that just happened. Also, if you are willing to or you wish to learn anything, I know some people here are not familiar with the writing system of the Saltback Union or reading system, so we're offering people to learn, and we have some people to help with like other types of things like that. If you wish to join, just contact me. I'll be able to help with that. Thank you.
Oh, hi, Beef. Alright, and another thing to keep in mind, the Navy is always here for defense if you need security or technology or anything like that. They're here to help us. Not that what your faction is doing isn't enough, Mira.
This is your fault, Freya.
Oh!
You could have done something.
Oh! Does anyone
Why'd you just
else
stab me like
have
that?
something to add? Okay,
What's wrong with
in
you?
that case, we can adjourn the meeting here.
What's wrong with you?
Everyone go like and subscribe to Frog.
What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
You're evil. Okay, we have the cabins. Beef was here briefly. She left. I was going to turn on Beef Cam for you. Okay. The cabins. Oh god!
Oh, checking in, are you? Updates on the investigation? Without the director of SUNC, there is not much direction my investigation can really take. I'm at an impasse. I have investigated the other employees, actually, but none of them have dry evolutionary strands in them, as far as I can tell. Well, I'm not about to show up in their proximity, jab them with a needle, then run to search for some highly secured biometric lab on the planet, yet quickly analyze the sample, I'll just determine something that usually would include notable physical traits. If I could sense a person and not feel the absence and or reduced usage of lungs or oxygen intake vessels, it is a rather safe bet that they are not the dry we are looking for. I've been in the presence of enough of them to know what it feels like. I have not felt that yet here. I understand. Anyways, all this to say, no, I don't have any updates. Sorry to disappoint. I have been working on something else in the meantime, though. It may not be as interesting to you considering your, more reserved nature towards historical study and documentation. It's not a distraction. And it's not an interference. It's some cabins for people to find if they've gone missing or are looking for their people or just a place to stay until they're found. I won't be in them. I'll drop fresh food off only as long as they stay unoccupied. Once there's someone in one, I'll just observe or back off entirely. It does not break the rules. It's complicated. This seems like an important time in this world's history. Though brief, this planet's life gives it opportunity for any moment, any journey in a life, to be massively significant. People from all over, job titles of all varieties, anyone can be important. It is my duty to understand these stories, to document this exact kind of history. No. You're not talking me out of it. This will be good for us. You'll see.
Interesting. Suspicious, even. Very suspicious. Alright, Hexon. My Hexon. Estimated memory age 800 years ago. Location Desolate Spear. Historical event Siege of Coleraine. Playing memory. Interesting. Multiple artillery strikes detected. Searching for Vertex Malacliff. Search complete. Found but heavily damaged. Damage. Internal damage to organic organs. Body-wide cybernetic failure. Missing cybernetic moving units. Attempting to fix damage. Failure. Reattempting. Failed. Vertex Malacliff. 53. Glad to see you in one piece. Coughing detected. Reattempting. Failed. There isn't cough detected. Much time left. Please leave me. Order received. Denied. Reattempting. Failed. I always knew there was something special about you. Please protect my husband, and protect the others, my Hexon. Vertex Malacliff's vitals. Deceased. Oh, this is Magos's wife. Right? Orders received. Compliance. Oh. No, Scarab 53. End of a long day. I almost said Okolore. It's, what's the name again? Why can't I remember? Maunder. Thank you. Hiss! The airlock sealed behind me as I entered the pod and dropped the bag of various items I had found today at my feet. Graham, I'm home! I took a step into the small living space and waited for him to greet me. The pod wasn't big. It was probably only designed for one person, lower class, the bare necessities. But it was the safest place I could find to keep him. The old man shuffled over to me excitedly. He had something to say, clearly. Hey, what's up? Something happened while I was gone? Something good, I hope? I asked in a soft voice. Graham never responded well to hostility or aggression, so I did my best to avoid any tones that could indicate it. Yes, Maunder. Yes, indeed. The walls spoke to me. They told me great things. He reached up, grabbed my shoulders as he spoke. Scary at first, but he did it so often I found it endearing. The walls spoke? Of what? He usually said nonsensical things, but they always came from truth. It was just how he interpreted it. The walls spoke of great things. A place called Solace. A place of solace. No wretched seekers or demons or beasts of hellish burden plague them, it seems. I tapped my foot curiously. What walls could he possibly mean? Wait, did you leave the pod? Did you go to the abandoned communications district? I struggled to keep my voice down, frustration coming over me. Do I need to start checking the pod logs again? I told you not to leave, I yelled at him. I am no prisoner of you. I am a prisoner of none now. I shall leave and arrive as I please, he yelled back, shuffling away from me. Damn it, Graham, it's dangerous. There are pirates and terrible people. And God forbid you run into a seeker. You'd be ripped apart. My glove smacked the visor of my helmet in frustration. I am no prisoner, he yelled again. If you got hurt, Graham, what would you expect me to do? Your safety falls to me. Safety seems to not be an issue in Solace. I don't know about that. We shall leave soon, he yelled back, hiding behind a box we kept around for apparently no reason. We are not going to Solace. Those radios lie all the time, Graham. We are staying on Satalis. My God, I can't speak. No matter what, that's the end of it. I stomped my foot down as I spoke in frustration. Just go to sleep, Graham. Forget about it. He sulked in response, but retreated to his bed. I felt bad when I had to get stern with him, but this space station is too dangerous for him to be wandering around as he pleases. Nevertheless, I felt bad. I tried to find something to cheer him up tomorrow. Maybe there's some old religious artifacts he'd want. Interesting. The past was lost. The story features themes of child loss, grief, and emotional trauma, as well as depictions of religious conflict. You've been warned. The sound of children's laughter ran through the air. Two girls holding hands, panting and giggling as they caught their breath. One had a brown skin tone, fuller golden eyes, and a pink dress now smudged with dirt. The other had long, curly hair, pink, sunburnt skin, and wore a yellow dress streaked with white markings that was covered with dirt. That was so fun. We definitely need to play that more, Solon. Solon! Colt! The four-eyed girl, Charlie, declared, her voice bright with joy. Yeah, that was the most fun I've had all my life, Charlie. Solon grinned back, cheeks a little warmer than before. She felt a flutter in her chest whenever Charlie smiled at her. A secret, silly happiness she barely understood but couldn't help but cherish. An adult approached, hands on hips but eyes soft. Well, looks like you girls had some fun, but you're both filthy. Oh, hey, Mama. Yeah, it was so fun, Charlie beamed. Oh, no, wait. I have no change of clothes, Solon suddenly exclaimed, glancing at Charlie and wishing she could stay with her just a little longer. Charlie's mother smiled. How about you come over? I'm sure one of Amelia's old clothes will fit you. Ooh, that would be so cool. As long as I get back to the church before nightfall, I should be fine, Solon replied, her eyes bright, heart thumping at the thought of spending more time in Charlie's world. Yay, a playdate! Charlie squealed, running over to another woman nearby, tall, with elegant spider-like limbs. Spider-like? Did you hear that, Mom? Mama is letting Solon come over. How lovely, honey. Charlie's other mom smiled. Lesbians? More lesbians? Sorry. Charlie's other mom smiled smile seemed forced as she glanced at Solon, a shadow flitting across her features. When they arrived at Charlie's home, the air shifted. Solon and Charlie played in the living room, laughter and shy glances echoing down the hall while their mothers retreated to the kitchen. The argument began quietly, but the tension built quickly, words hissing like steam from a kettle. "She can't stay here, Mara," Charlie's other mom, Rena, said under her breath, arms crossed tightly. "You know what the Order believes. The last thing we need is trouble with them." Mara, Charlie's mom, bristled. "She's just a child. She's Charlie's friend. We can't teach our daughter to judge people for where they come from." Rena's voice sharpened. "You weren't there last time, Mara. The Luminous Order is strict, dangerous even. If they find out you're inviting their children into our home, they'll start watching us again. Do you want that?" Mara's eyes narrowed. "So what? We let fear decide who Charlie can care about? Rena, I won't let our house become as small-minded as that church." Rena's shoulders dropped, her anger shifting to worry. "I'm just scared, Mara. For Charlie. For all of us." The silence that followed was thick, only broken by the distant giggles of the girls, blissfully unaware of the adult world's anxieties. "I'll take responsibility. If anyone asks, Solon is a guest, nothing more," Mara said finally, her voice gentle but firm. Rena nodded, but her lips were pressed into a thin, uneasy line. "Just be careful, please." The tension lingered as Mara left the kitchen to find something for Solon to wear. Charlie soon bounded up the stairs and returned with a hoodie that hung off of Solon's small frame like a blanket. The hoodie was faded pink, emblazoned with a yellow star in the middle. This was Amelia's. It's from a show called Steve's Universe. Charlie explained. Solon pulled it on, feeling warm and safe. Why is Automod holding lesbians during Pride Month? Solon pulled it on, feeling warm and safe, and secretly delighted when Charlie said, "You look cute." Her cheeks glowed, and she let herself imagine just for a moment what it would be like if every day was like this, full of laughter, sunlight, and Charlie's attention. As the sun began to set, Solon hurried back to the church, hoodie clutched tightly around her. Inside, stern faces greeted her. The head priest's eyes narrowed at the cartoon image. "Remove that garment at once," she barked. Oh, he barked. "Such things are from the darkness, meant to taint your soul." Solon's cheeks flushed with embarrassment and anger. She changed into her plain church clothes, but tucked the hoodie away beneath her bed, vowing to keep it safe. Days blurred into weeks. Playdates grew rare, whispers following Solon through the church halls. The hoodie became her secret comfort, a link to laughter, to friendship, to freedom. When she wore it alone, she remembered how Charlie's hand felt in hers, how her laugh made the whole world brighter, and how much she wanted to be seen by her. But then, one cold morning, Solon slipped out early, clutching the hoodie beneath her cloak. She found Charlie in the field where they'd first met. Charlie lay motionless, her golden eyes closed, skin pale. Solon dropped to her knees, numb. She looked at Charlie's face but felt nothing. No grief, no anger, only a hollow silence where her feelings should have been. She pulled the hoodie from her bag and stared at it, her hands steady, her face blank. The sun rose, painting the sky pink and gold, but Solon did not whisper goodbye. She simply stood, staring, the memory of her crush already fading, replaced by an emptiness she couldn't explain or escape. How did Charlie die? Did the Luminous Order kill her? It's from Grimm. My first time hanging out with the citizens of this planet. I see now why the Soul Pact brought psychologists. And what happened to these people? Oh, what happened to these people? Aww. Aww. This is so cute. Rex breaking the fourth wall. Aww. And finally we have from Light. Warning, minor mentions of blood, coughing up blood. Otherwise than that, it's really wholesome uncle and niece lore. Let's go. Ooh, it's purple. I forgot you could do themes. Light stared at her kitchen, trying not to laugh to herself. She had been stress baking and making far too many moon cakes. They were a little treat back on her home planet and something she hadn't made in years. The dragon hadn't had a reason to make the treats. She didn't particularly like the small cakes, but her uncle did. Light planned to bake just enough to thank him for her new legs, but then she had gotten trapped in her own mind and, well, here she was with the kitchen covered in batches of mooncakes. Light was for sure going to have to give a lot of these away. She could give some to Zinnia and Kron. She was sure that they would love the treats. Maybe Mira? At least to apologize for the argument the other day. Would Cam like these? She didn't know the man very well, but maybe she could give some to him. What about Rex? Or maybe Atlas? Or... The Anisir shook her head. Cods, she was overthinking the situation again. Light sighed softly and took a stack of 4 mooncakes and bundled them in a cloth. Before she left, she wrote a note for Lucky explaining where she went. She wasn't about to leave her girlfriend with no word of where she went. That would be a great way for her to be scolded. The dragon took a breath and walked outside. She closed her eyes and focused. Teleportation spells were always tricky. If she didn't do things right, she ran the chance of losing more limbs, maybe even her own head if it was not careful enough. If she wasn't careful enough. Light used her memories to visualize the location she wanted to go. She felt as magic rose and wrapped around her. Space warped, and soon she was standing in an entirely new place. The young Anasir opened her eyes and looked around. There were bookshelves all around her, as far as the eye could see. It was a maze with candles that floated above it. She looked down, and the same scene was reflected beyond the floor. Light raised her head and looked around. Her uncle had to be around here. She took a step and stumbled, coughing into her hand. Oh, right, the price of magic. She was wondering why her nose wasn't bleeding. She took out a handkerchief and coughed into the fabric until the spell took the amount of blood it wanted. She grabbed her flask of water from her belt and drank it to soothe her sore throat. The dragon took a moment to collect herself from the coughing fit, tucking her handkerchief back into her bag and restrapping her flask back into her belt. Once she was collected, she stood straight and started to walk to find her uncle. She found Valor sitting at a new desk. He was writing something in a book. Light walked over, her ears perked. "Hello, Uncle Spider," she said as she stopped right beside the desk. Valor looked up, his gaze softening when he saw that it was his niece. "Hello, my little star. Did you teleport here?" he asked, his voice holding a hint of sternness in it. Light winced and nodded. "Yes, sir, I did," she said softly. "But I brought mooncakes, as thanks for the legs and cane." Valor tried to look stern for a moment longer, but failed. He couldn't resist mooncakes. They were one of his favorite treats. The dragon knew she was out of trouble. She placed the cloth-covered mooncakes onto the desk and smiled up at her uncle. "It's good to see you, Uncle, and thank you for the flower," she said. The young Anasir chirped as her uncle patted her head, her wings fluttering. "Such bribery, little niece," Valor said with an amused huff. Don't you teleport that distance again. I'll make a portal for you to go home." True to his word, with a wave of his hand, a portal opened. Light bowed slightly to her uncle, then leapt through. On the other side of the portal, Light found herself outside her house. She turned and watched the portal close. She sighed softly and walked inside her home. She needed to figure out what to do with the rest of the mooncakes. That was wholesome. All right, and with that, that is Lore Tuesday. Just over 2 hours. Pretty good. I think we need a good scream or applause. Maybe some of both. Thoughts? Mira mocking everyone in canon. That's funny. Exactly. My thoughts exactly. All right. I will see you. I will see you next week. I feel like I have to yell over everyone. I will see you next week. I'm gonna probably stream the rest of this week as well. Maybe not Friday. Friday, Virgil has off of work. Okay, Mika. Okay. I'll probably be streaming some Deltarune tomorrow if anyone is interested in that. I will see you tomorrow.